This is Rana, a stunning Bengal tigress. She's 9 years old. At 10 feet long, this female is 300 pounds of sleek muscle, power, and experience. Up early, she's enjoying the cooler morning air before the summer heat sets in. Although she looks relaxed, she's wrestling with a dilemma. She's the mother of 3 hungry cubs. At 9 months old, they've been weaned for about 3 months. Now they eat a diet made up entirely of meat, which Rana still has to catch for them. Adult tigers usually make a kill about once a week. But to feed herself and her cubs, she needs to catch 50% more food. Most wild tigers only live for about a decade. And at 9 years old, Rana may be starting to lose her edge. Hunting is harder than it once was, and she hasn't brought home any food for nearly 2 weeks. To ensure her cubs' survival, Rana must make a kill, and soon. Rana and her young family live in Nagahole National Park in southern India. It's a land of wet, deciduous forests and part of the largest area of connecting tree cover in the country. Once the favorite hunting grounds of local royalty, the 250 square mile reserve is now the protected home of over 90 tigers. Rana holds sway over 40 square miles of forests and grasslands, rocky vantage points, and large waterholes. Perfect tiger hunting territory. It should provide her and her cubs with everything they need. But it's not quite that simple. Just because there's plenty of potential prey around doesn't mean it wants to be eaten. Only 1 in 20 tiger hunts is successful, even in perfect conditions. But Rana has 3 rather boisterous complications. A year ago, Rana mated with a young male whose territory overlaps hers. Like all males, after mating, he went on his way. And 3 months later, she gave birth to a trio of female cubs. Tigers often have triplets, but this is the first time for Rana. Getting them this far is a great achievement. Even for the fittest mothers, only half of cubs reach adulthood. At 9 months old, Rana's cubs are already following her on hunting expeditions. They need to be taught how to hunt. But being so young, they have a habit of giving the game away, which makes Rana's job even harder. It's a dilemma. Hunt solo and increase her odds of making a kill, or try to catch food while training her cubs. Something that sometimes seems like a futile pursuit. In the middle of Rana's territory is a large waterhole. By June, the end of the dry season, this is one of the few places left to find a drink. But for prey species, moving from the shelter of the forest to the water's edge leaves them vulnerable. Hidden dangers lurk. Mugger crocodiles. They can grow over 12 feet long and are the perfect ambush predators. Motionless and perfectly camouflaged, they can wait for hours for an opportunity to snatch their prey. Chital deer are first to venture out into the open. They're on high alert. And they're not alone. Hanuman langurs are also on the croc's menu. The simple act of drinking is risky. It's much harder to keep an eye out for approaching danger. Visiting the waterhole together provides greater security. With more eyes, some can watch their backs, while others quench their thirst. It's not just crocodiles they need to look out for. All these animals would make a fine meal for a tiger. A langur alarm call rings out. Rana. Like crocodiles, tigers are ambush predators. This waterhole is too exposed to make a good hunting ground. So she just saunters in. With Rana no threat, and the crocodiles basking on shore, the langurs can relax. This morning, she's here to drink, just like everybody else. Making the most of the cool morning temperatures, the young langurs play. These infants are 3 months old and already incredibly nimble. By all giving birth during the same season, mother langurs ensure that at least some babies will survive potential predators, and that the youngsters have plenty of companions. They spend most of the day joining forces with the other little monkeys to have some fun. Roughhousing tests their physical limits. They trip, fall, and pull the occasional dirty trick. These simple games help them improve their reaction times and learn the physical skills they need for getting out of tight spots. The next time someone sounds the alarm call, these youngsters will be ready to spring to safety. Play is vital for survival. Even so, infants are often kept in the center of the troop, protected by adults on the outer edges. You can't be too careful with such dangerous neighbors around.
Hey Love Nature fans, be sure to like and subscribe to catch all our wild animal stories. Get closer to nature right here on YouTube.